Gaming709 here on the No Limit YouTube channel for a deck for 5 for you guys this week. This week we're going to be covering another one of those fun, interesting archetypes, the Melodious Divas. One of those decks that I just don't think we'll ever really see in the tier, like 1, maybe even 1.5, but it's something that is kind of fun to just mess around with and play with and, you know, have some side fun with. I've been playing with this a lot lately. I've been tweaking it. It's still kind of in the works, but I've been enjoying playing this deck, and I figured it'd be something that'd be nice to share. Of course, again, it's basically a fun deck, but of course I added a bit of stuff to kind of help try and keep it somewhat competitive. So yeah, let's just get into the build and explain some of the card choices and go from there, I guess. Starting off with the monsters, we have 2 Shapina, the Melodious Maestra, 3 Elegy, the Melodious Diva, 3 Aria, the Melodious Diva, 3 Canon, the Melodious Diva, 3 Soprano, the Melodious Songstress, 2 Honest, 3 Sonata, the Melodious Diva. For the last monster, spells we have 3 Transmodify, 3 Solo or First Movement Solo. The image is like weird with the name again. 2 MSTs, 1 Book of Moon, and 2 Celestial Transformations. For the traps, we have 2 Mind Crush, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, 2 Breakthrough Skills, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 2 Call of the Haunted, and 1 Solemn Warning. For the extra deck, we have 2 Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. I'll get to this here in a minute because I'm sure that some people may not know what it does. 1 Delta Rose, I almost called it Delta Theros. I'm so used to the OCG name that everyone used to use. 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, 1 number 103 Ragnar Zero, 1 Constellar Omega, 1 number 101 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Castel the Sky Blaster Musketeer, 1 Diamond Direwolf, 1 Starleech Paladinamo, 1 Evil Storm Exciting Knight, 1 Levolval Chain, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, and 1 number 80 Rhapsody and Berserk. So I'm not sure how many people will actually know what these cards do, so I'm just going to read off each of the Melodious cards and explain some of the things that they can do for the deck, of course. So starting off with Shapina, she is a level 7 light fairy with 2300 attack, 1700 defense. Once per turn, you can target a light fairy monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. You cannot activate monster effects the turn you activate this effect except for light monsters, so you can kind of get back things like Honest. You can get back a lot of the quote-unquote Boras of the deck, which would be Sonata and Canon. As long as you have a Melodious monster on your field, you can special summon them. So you can get things like that. More importantly, of course, being things like Honest or Soprano as well. So we'll move on to the next one here, which is Elegy. Special summon Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this card is special or was special summoned, all fairy monsters you control gain 300 attack. So this includes yourself as well. If you happen to special summon her off of like Call of the Haunted or Transmodify or something, she cannot be destroyed by card effects either. So it's pretty good. She's also a, if you couldn't tell, a light level 5 fairy. Aria is a level 4 light fairy with 1600 attack, 1200 defense. While this special summon card is on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. So these two kind of create a sort of mini lock. They can obviously be taken care of by cards that do not target and affect multiple cards. That doesn't destroy, of course, so something along the lines of Triver or whatever his name is. Skill Drain, of course, also hurts this, and cards, you know, similar to it that don't really like specifically target kind of mess them up. So I mean, there's that, but it's still kind of tricky to kind of get around it without cards like that. So next up is Ken. Like I said, this is one of those Bora type of cards. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It doesn't have to be any, like, it doesn't have to be a Melodious monster other than this. So you can summon this, summon another one. You can only special summon one per turn. One of this like card once per turn, of course, by doing it that way. And also once per turn, you can target any one Melodious monster you control and change its battle position. So that if you want to, you can kind of do like I think the Emerald Turtle for the Crystal Beast. You can attack with it and just use its effect to put in defense. Of course, you don't have to attack to use the effect though, which is nice, and it's a 2000 beat stick, or not beat stick, but like a wall. So there's that. Soprano is one of the more newer cards, especially this, so this is something I definitely want to read off. It's a light level 4 fairy with 1400 attack, 1400 defense. When this card is special summoned, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard except for Soprano, the Melodious Songstress, and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect if Soprano the Melodious songstress once per turn. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card. So she kind of helps you get into Schuberta. Last Melodious monster for the deck is Sonata, which has the same Bora effect as her. You don't have to have something that's other than her in order to summon her, and you can actually summon as many of them as you want through her effect per turn as you want from the hand. While this special summon card is also on your field, all fairy monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. So she instantly becomes 1700, 1500 because her base stats are 1200 and 1000. So another thing to keynote is that she's level 3, so you can transmodify her into something like Aria, so that way cards can't be destroyed, your Melodious monsters can't be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. So, or you could just summon this and use her effect when she's special summoned to get this back, and then summon it, and then use Soprano to fusion summon with. So it's really nice. And if anyone doesn't know what this does, kind of think A Hero Lives, but for the Melodious monsters, and you can't summon or special summon any other monsters during the turn that you activated except for Melodious monsters, so there's that. And then, of course, this is also one of those newer cards, Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. It's any two Melodious monsters, so you can use the Soprano with any one of the other Melodious monsters. And during either player's turn, you can target up to 3 cards in any graveyard or graveyards and banish them, and if you do, this card gains 200 attack for each card banished by this effect, and you can only use this effect once while it's face up on the field. So if your opponent's going for stuff out of their graveyard, you can chain Schuberta's effect to banish them from the graveyard, and then increase her attack by a certain amount depending on how many cards you remove. Most of the time you're probably going to remove 3 anyway, since you can only use this card's effect once while it's face up on the field. But regardless, it's still kind of good for kind of preventing your opponent from abusing their graveyard just a little bit and making it bigger and a little bit more difficult to get over. Not to mention that she is a Melodious monster that obviously has to be special summoned, so she'll be protected by cards like LG and Aria, so being targeted, destroyed by battle or by card effects, while also getting boosts from things like LG and Sonata, making her even bigger. Makes it kind of a threatening card. Even though its effect isn't as whatever, you can still use it as a very big monster, which can be kind of threatening. But there's that. I don't know if I really need to explain very much else except for maybe this. It's a very weird card, and I'm still kind of messing around with this. Celestial Transformation, for anyone that doesn't know what this card does, it's a quick play spell that special summons one fairy monster from your hand. The monster summoned by this effect has its attack halved and is destroyed during the end phase. Elegy protects your special summon monsters, so you can just use that, and yeah, its attack will be halved, but you can still abuse it for its effect, so you could have her already on the field. It doesn't have to be special summoned in order to protect other special summon Melodious monsters by card effects, so you can just have her tribute summoned or something, and then you can special summon Arya. She's going to protect it because it was special summoned, and now you have a monster that cannot be destroyed by battle or targeted either. So it's a really interesting deck and a really interesting way to kind of interact with each other. It's something that I find very interesting. Decks like these, most people are just going to look at them and go, not much fun to play with, or not something that's going to be competitive, so why should I bother? But I don't know about very many other people, but I definitely like to have some fun every once in a while, and this is one of those decks that I've actually been having a lot of fun with. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed the deck. I hope that anyone else that tries to play this deck or this archetype actually enjoys it as well. I'm looking forward to future support for it to see if I can't kind of tweak it a little bit more. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you guys have builds, feel free to share them in the comment section, etc. And yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is Divas709, signing out.